Say, welcome back everyone. Today, we are just seeing how cute I am.
Turn around.
Look at how adorable I am. So, welcome back everyone, and thank you so much. We are at like 630. 600 and, let's check. At 632. Sweet.
Meow.
Can we hit 900 by the end of the year? I hope so. We can certainly try. We can certainly keep going. All right, anyways, we're getting out the door. And it's super rainy. We're gonna do a video that's a little bit different, but very familiar. Do a video on both Mk8s and the differences.
Oh, hang on.
The DSG versus the manual. Yeah, but absolutely everything exterior is the same. Everything that's going to be different is going to be interior and the way it drives, and then that's pretty much it.
Interior is pretty much the same.
It is, but it isn't.
It's pretty much the same. Other than yours being the 40th anniversary and a manual versus automatic.
You don't know. All right, so first and foremost, the biggest difference overall is obviously going to be your shifter. You're gonna have an actual shifter in the manual, and you'll notice once I film Justice's car, there is no cubby here. So the automatics have a cubby. It can kind of be handy if you have something small enough to fit in there. If not, it's kind of just there. Also, mine does have the piano black versus the matte black. I'm not quite sure. I will do some research before posting this video, but I'm not quite sure that there is any difference one way or the other. I think it's just the newer year, but alas, let's start the car. So if you come to your display, you will have a gear indicator. I think because my parking brake is on still, let's see. Well, now it doesn't want to come up. You do have a gear indicator down there, same as you would the DSG, but on this one, it tells you when to upshift. It's kind of like an eco-friendly deal. I'm not a huge fan of it, kind of just a little annoying, but same way with the Mark 6. They both had little eco indicators with arrows telling you to upshift when it thought you could get better gas mileage. All right, so the driving experience. Let's get moving here out front of this stop sign. Overall, they handle pretty much exactly the same. The only difference between this one and Justice's is this has the active dampening, and that's really it. So all it comes down to is what you prefer out of your car. If you like shifting your gears, if you don't mind sitting in traffic, getting a left leg workout and skipping leg day on your right leg, then absolutely. I overall love the manual GTI. It did come with some quirks, and to be expected with any car. It's still got the hill assist that I don't really love. I wish I could get rid of it. If anybody messes with OBD11 and can get rid of the hill assist like brake hold, I would love you. I'll put you out on the channel. It's so terrible, and it's too aggressive. The manual gearbox from factory leaves a lot to be desired. It's not super notchy, it's not notchy, but with the factory shift knob, it's kind of a bore. We will be getting a short shifter here eventually. I know I've said it before, but we will get one, and that will tighten things up a lot. I've heard really good things about a couple companies, so that is to come. Gas mileage, if you're worried about gas mileage, get the DSG. If it doesn't bother you getting 50, 60, 70 miles less a tank, get the manual, if you prefer. As far as longevity goes, I foresee the manual gearbox lasting a little bit longer than, say, the DSG. And of course, this is going to come down to how the car is driven, how you plan on driving it, if you beat on it every day or if you baby it. If you baby it, take care of your DSG fluid changes every 40,000 miles. You probably will last just as long as a manual. If you beat the crap out of it every single day and don't stay on top of your maintenance, the DSG will not last. They're very picky, they're very particular. When you get close to that 40,000 mile mark, my experience with Justice's Mark 7 is they do tend to be a little bit sluggish and a little bit lurchy when shifting until you do that fluid change, and then it's completely back to normal and shifts like a brand new transmission. Of course, when you wear it down, it's never going to shift 100% after that ever again. It all comes down to preference and how you treat your vehicle. If you plan on tracking the car, I would definitely say get a manual. As far as longevity and beating the crap out of it, the manual is just going to treat you better. Sorry, I am watching these people just try to cut others off. It's entertaining and crappy at the same time. Sorry, my camera fell. Not really a whole lot I can do about that now, but I was going to show you guys the that eco upshift thing, but that's fine. I'll put a picture or something of it up here. Another thing is when you, and this isn't anything big, this is just something that happens, that Volkswagen programmed into the vehicle. So if you are in gear, let's say I go into first, I stop right there, sorry. If I bring my foot off the clutch, it wants to rev it up and kind of assist you with your start. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and then we will hand the camera over to Justice so she can talk about it.
All right, you guys, looks like it's my turn to talk about the DSG, which is better. Take two. I'm gonna do this one more time because I want it to be a little bit more precise, so when Austin's editing, he'll see either this video or the other video, and he can cut out whichever one's better. Hear me, babe? Love you. The DSG is better. The automatic transmission isn't just like any other automatic transmission. There's no lag in shifting. You still have the paddle shifters to be able to shift the car. You get better gas mileage. Your range is a lot longer. So I get around 465 after filling up, where Austin's more like 420, I believe, sometimes less. Mine doesn't differ as much if I'm playing with it, being in sport mode and stuff. My range doesn't shift nearly as much as his does. A big factor with that is that I have 7 speeds instead of 6. He's just a 6-speed, where I have one more gear to play with. So when we're going 80, 90 miles an hour, I'm not speeding. Down the highway, my RPMs stay about 1500 to 2500, where his are a bit higher up because he only has that sixth gear to go up to, and I have 7. It's just a lot more responsive than other manual or automatic cars. So I feel like the stigma around automatic cars is that you don't get to choose when you shift the car, or it's just not a good shifting experience, which with the DSG transmission, the dual clutch transmission, it's just simply not the case. It's way better at responding to what you're asking it to do. There's no lag, there's no wait for it to shift. It just goes. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the interior as well. It's a bit more sleek than Austin's interior. It's a lot easier to keep clean because I don't have the shift boot like he does. Mine does not have the piano black finish either. It's more matte. It's a matte finish. So yeah, it's a good vehicle. I enjoy it. I enjoy my automatic versus the manual. I don't mind driving his car, but if I were to choose between the two, I would go with the automatic, just because it does give you the best of both worlds. Unless you are looking specifically to have that shifting experience, you really, like with the clutch, with putting the clutch in, shifting your gear, letting the clutch out, doing all of that process, you really still get a fun experience with this as well. I think that's it for you guys. I will show you a bit of what my interior looks like versus his. I know you guys have seen it before because this car has been with the channel for a little over a year now, so that's fun. I am going on 34,000 miles. We drive a lot. I drive a lot. I work quite a bit away from our home, so as this being my daily driver, it does get the most amount of miles. Hopefully that'll change soon.
That little cubby I was talking about is this guy right here. It's pretty perfect for anything that you don't really carry on your person or your phone. I guess it does okay.
That's what I always put there, is my phone. I'll hook it in to this like so, maybe, and cubby.
Yep. So that's really the biggest difference with the interior, other than having paddles. Yeah, this little cubby.
And the 7-speed versus the 6-speed, which I talked about. I don't know if you did.
I talked about the gas mileage being better.
I did talk about that too.
Yeah.
But it's not as fun as far as like shifting. Get more enjoyment out of shifting.
The DSG is definitely quicker. I mean, manual's fun, but you can't shift as fast as the DSG. If you're not going to do anything to the car, get the DSG. If you want to modify it, I would say get the manual.
That's not true. The modify on here made it faster.
It made it faster, but right now there's not a trans tune available for this car. What I'm saying is, though, the DSG won't last as long if you beat on it. So get a manual if you plan on heavily modifying your GTI and would like it to run for a very long time. Paisley's just kicking around in the back seat. Well, I would say that that's pretty much it. If you guys have liked the video, like the video. If you haven't, don't do anything. Just don't comment.
Like the video.
But you should watch my other videos. Maybe you will find something else you like. If you like JDM cars, we got JDM cars. If you like European, we got European. If you like American, well, then that just sucks. Just straight how it is.
You'll just have to be friends with my dad.
Yep. Not me. Just kidding. I don't care what you drive as long as you have fun doing it. And don't ruin other people's experiences. That's a big thing. Anywho, subscribe, why don't you? If you haven't already. We are slowly growing, but we are growing. And I appreciate all the love. Sorry, it's really hot in here. It feels great outside. Justice just has the heater on.
It's not even a heater.
It's 76 degrees. That's too warm.
I don't even know why the seat
It's
heaters
a lot.
are on.
That's ridiculous.
I didn't put them on. They put themselves on.
It's 50 degrees outside. It's perfect.
It said that it's 50 degrees.
It is perfect
turn the heater
boost
on.
weather.
Go drive.
Speaking of boost.
Shoo-doo-doo.
Yeah, this has gone on long enough. We will catch you next time. Peace out.
Bye.